Antonio, back-to-back race weekends with a victory. Things are really clicking for you at the moment.
Please answer the question first.
Sure. Thank you.
I'm so
Yeah,
excited.
thank you for that. It's I mean, I'm not doing many things different, to be honest. I think we just understood what works for me as a team, and we diverged a little bit from what works to Pascal, and that's fine. You know, we just took a little bit of time to understand, mainly for the one lap performance. And yeah, in the races, usually we've been strong. I'm still super sad that me and Pascal haven't been able to get on the podium together. We've been telling each other that we need to make that happen, and it's either him or me. But no, I'm super happy with the momentum that we've been able to build. You know, it's been a big run of races now since São Paulo. Almost every 2 weeks we're racing, and we've been able to crack on and keep building a little bit more every weekend. You know, with some 6th places, 5th places, and then eventually we got 3 wins already on the track in the last 6 or 7 races. So definitely a good momentum. Really a shame on how the year started. Plus that loss of win in Misano. Otherwise, I think we've been having a run of a championship contending car and driver. So it is what it is. We just try to have fun and give good races to the team.
Antonio, you alluded to the result back in Misano. That is still under review. You've actually crossed the line in first place more than any other driver this year. Does that result weigh on your mind at all? And if so, how do you go about blocking it out?
Yes. You're sure? No, that is something that I've thought about, and I think Mitch has got 2 victories, Cass and Pascal. On the road as well. So obviously it shows that the Jags and the Porsches, especially on these types of races where efficiency is key, we have a little bit of an edge on the others, I think, and that's good. But yeah, I mean, I've been through it all. I've been racing for 20 plus years, and I don't want to say that I'm getting old, but I think we just get a little bit more used to difficult moments sometimes and how to deal with them. But it's never nice, but it is what it is, and we just have to crack on.
And finally for you, Antonio, Portland next, which is a similar style track to here in Shanghai. How do you fancy your chances of maybe making it 3 race weekends with a win in a row?
That would be nice. That was probably my best weekend. Well, no, that's not true. But it was one of the good. That was a good weekend. Sorry, just start now. That was one of my best weekends last year. I got a podium there as well. So yeah, and I love racing in the States. We always do a bit of a training camp before, which last year I was with Norman and Stoff in LA getting ready for the race, and it paid off. Actually, you were driving out at the front on that race as well. So yeah, it's I do enjoy racing in the States. I think they do it differently there. They do it well, and yeah, going to be fun.
And Jake, nice to chat to you in these circumstances here. A first podium for you in Formula E. How did you approach the race, starting on pole position?
Yeah, it's about time, isn't it? No, I mean, I think I approached the race quite differently today. I mean, I think it's fair to say these pack races haven't been kind to me, or I haven't helped the situation as well. And I think I took a leaf a little bit probably out of Ollie's book today, and just wanted to make sure I stayed near the front, and that meant being quite aggressive and trying to make some moves. And I think it paid off. It's amazing how much easier the race felt driving like I did today. So yeah, it's hopefully something we can continue.
You're obviously a long way from home here in China, and we know your dad's been here. We've seen him on the TV coverage quite a lot. And to have such a successful result here so far from home, it must be extra special to have him here. And also, I'd be interested to know your thoughts on racing in China as we return here after 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, it was great to have my dad here. It was a bit of an impromptu visit with him and his boss from work coming over. But China's actually always been kind to me. I raced here twice in Asian Formula 3. And I won each race I did there, and even thinking about Macau as well, I've always gone Rally Macau. So actually, yeah, racing in this part of the world has always been pretty kind to me. So I think it's been a great weekend for Formula E. The grandstand has been full. Doing the autograph session has been great, meeting so many fans, and hopefully we're here for many more years to come.
It's a big day in the world of motorsport. McLaren racing in 3 different world championships today. What do you reckon to more papaya podiums to come before the day's out?
I put the pressure on them a little bit. It's nice to... I'm sure they are, mate. I'm sure they got enough pressure on the shoulders driving those cars around that track. No, but I think they're starting, second and fourth, I think. So I think we've got a good chance of seeing at least one of them, if not both of them, on the podium there. And then the Indy 500, actually, it's quite bad. I don't know where they qualify. I think they're all in top 15, I think. But I don't know I don't know the exact position. Yeah, Kyle was impressive, for sure. But no, I mean, we'll make sure we watch both races later on.
Norman, your first podium of the season and first podium with Andretti as well. What was your strategy starting 7th?
Yeah, I was a bit thirsty, so it was good that finally it came. It's been a long time since the last one, so. But yeah, no, more seriously, honestly, I'm really happy that finally all the hard work paid off. Seen a few races, the pace is there, just didn't manage to put everything together for some reason. And as Antonio said, I don't have the feeling to have done anything too different today. But to make it in Formula E, you need also some time to be patient. When it doesn't want to go your way, you just have to accept it as well. Just keep pushing, and at some point, it's about detail. So for sure, we kept learning about the mistake we've done. And today, I would say that the key point of my race has been the start, where I knew it would have been important. It would be important to place myself at the front. It's easy to say, but not so easy to do because it's the same strategy for everyone now. And today, yeah, we just maximize everything. I would say we are already this morning in qualifying. I was quite pleased to make it the Jules, where I only did 2 laps in FP3 where we had an issue with the car. So yeah, when I say it's about details, it could have been a much different day if I was not starting in P7. But everything I've learned today, and during the season, coming with a new team, a new car, it's been yeah, true, it's long actually. So yeah, I'm really happy. Thanks.
Thank you.
So that's the first podium out of the way, and it was good to see actually all of your teammates celebrating while you were on the podium there. How are you going to make sure that next time we see you, Norman, you're also celebrating with champagne in Portland?
You're never sure of anything in Formula E. That's, I think, what we all learned in the past. So that's why it's really important to enjoy the moment. It's really also really good points for us. We're arriving at the end of the season pretty soon, so points are important. It's quite a shame that we couldn't share this podium with Jack as well. He's been really doing a good season so far. A bit less good than last year, but performance-wise, I would say it's been a bit more difficult for us in general this year. So no, it's really important for the team championship that today we made a podium, and hopefully we can do it again in Portland and in London.
Thank you very much. I'd like to invite any questions from the floor if you would like to invite people to ask questions.
Sure. 现在呢，我们就有时间开放给媒体提问了。
Oh, hello, can you hear me? Okay, it's a question for Jake. So, this is your second year in Formula E. You score multiple pole positions in the last one season. So, finally, you stood on the podium this race. So, it's a dream come true for you.
Yeah, it's about time, in all honesty. Qualifying's not been an issue since the start of last year. Getting 4 already is quite a nice ratio. But yeah, it's considering where I've been starting these races over the last 2 years, especially the sort of these peloton races, as we like to nickname them. To not have got a podium until today has been very frustrating, in all honesty. And I think today was finally it's about time. And yeah, just over the moon, but really happy, more happy for the team, if anything, because it's been a tough 3 months or so since Sam's win in Brazil. So they deserve this.
Okay, any further questions? Oh, one here.
Hello, question to Antonio. Most of your wins are coming from some new tracks. And you have won the first Buenos Aires in Season 1, and Italia E-Prix in Season 5, and the first Monaco E-Prix with full layout in Season 7, and also the new Berlin track and this Shanghai track time. So can we call you the king of the new tracks or the new track layouts? And how do you prepare for
You all
some?
speak English.
And how do you prepare for
Just call me
some
the
new
king.
tracks?
Just king is fine to keep it short. No, it's true. I tend to do well on new tracks, but I don't know. I think it's just a coincidence, to be honest. I have won in tracks that we've gone before, and sometimes we go back there and I suck. So I don't know. It's like Norman said, nothing's easy in Formula E. It's not called Formula Easy. So yeah, I don't know. Just seems to go my way.
Thank you very much for attending. Also, thank you to our drivers. I'd like you to say thank you and make sure you translate a great
Xie xie.
thank you to you for your excellent translation. And on behalf of Norman, sorry for the very long answers. The
Thank you,
media
guys.
pen will take place just outside the media centre downstairs to the right. Thank you.